Great to have you joining us here on Racing to Win. We're about to preview what is a big night of racing coming out of Happy Valley, the city circuit for 9 races. Japan night at the races. Great to have our friends from the JRA on board. I'm Tom Wood here in the studio alongside Paul Lally and Nick Child. And Nick, we've got a good Class 2 race later on in the night to look forward to.
Yeah, we certainly have. Look, I think all the way across the board, actually, the racing looks pretty competitive. And obviously that Japanese angle is certainly one that we can all look forward to, given that we were just simulcasting races from Kyoto. Race 6, the Kyoto Handicap.
Yeah, we're looking forward to hopefully a few of the Japanese raiders coming across for HKIR, which is just on a month away. Paul, there's a pretty good jackpot for the Triple Trio Wednesday night.
Yeah, 7 million going into the bin there for the Triple Trio, so that should get over 12 million. So it's a really good one to fill your boots up with during the middle stages of the card.
Indeed. Over the last 24 to 48 hours, we've had the names released of who is going to be here for the Longines International Jockeys Championship coming up at Happy Valley on the Wednesday of International Week. And here we can see the names, Nick, of course, familiar names like Tom Marquand, Ryan Moore, Holly Doyle, Mikhail Barcelona, but a few new interesting names amongst the mixture as well.
Yeah, there certainly are. I mean, Rachel King, for one, is a very interesting name and a great addition to it as well, obviously, with some Group 1 success recently. Jockey number 7 there might be very unfamiliar to some, but he's been a champion in 2 different countries. That's Burazan Mirzabayev, who currently rides in France and Germany, but he's been a multiple champion in Germany and the Czech Republic, and he's a very good jockey, Paul.
Yeah, well, we've seen him quite a few simulcasts when he was racing in France as well, and those particular simulcasts we've seen, and he is very, very good.
Yeah, of course, retained rider for Andre Fabre, and also Paul James McDonald on the list there. Local punters will be looking to pay homage to J Mac after Romantic Warrior.
Yeah, exactly, and look, he'll get a big cheer. There's no doubt whatsoever when he's in the crowd. Look, it's good. And Yuga Kawada, good to see him as well. He's an old, he's going so well, Yuga Kawada.
Yeah, indeed. So looking forward to that the Wednesday night of International Week here in Hong Kong. But earlier today, Nick Child did catch up with Rachel King out of Sydney to discuss her opportunity coming up here in Hong Kong for the IJC.
Yeah, very excited. Hong Kong's always been, something that I think all jockeys kind of look to want to at least visit, but to get the opportunity to come and ride and compete against some of the best in the world is definitely an experience I'm looking forward to.
Rachel, I mean, a lot of people know you obviously for your Australian success, which you've had plenty of, and obviously success at the top level. But let's go back to the very start, because obviously from where you've come from, you're British, of course, and you were never always destined to be a flat jockey at one stage.
No, as you well know, I was mad keen on trying to be a jumps jockey to start with, and yeah, definitely mad is probably the word for it, riding in point to points and things like that. But I think it gave me a very good grounding for what I do now. Definitely appreciate riding the good flat horses that I get on now, but yeah, it's definitely a different sort of pathway, I guess, to what most jockeys have through their career.
And obviously, with that, then taking you down to Australia. I mean, you never initially went there as a jockey per se, but our latest trainer, or one of the latest trainers here in Hong Kong, Mark Noonan, is somebody that gave you a real sort of helping hand in that respect. I imagine you must be looking forward to coming over here and catching up with Mark again, of course, and you've ridden him a Group 1 winner as well.
Yeah, I think Mark was the first person I told, actually, when I was asked to come over. I said, you better find some horses for me as well to ride. But no, it'd be great to just see Mark again and hopefully be able to link up with him race day. But yeah, he's been a huge help to me since I came to Australia. He sort of really got me going when I first wanted to start riding. And I think I had my first Group 3, Group 2 and Group 1 winner all for Mark. So he's been a huge part of my career.
When it comes to these sort of things, Rachel, obviously jockeys, challenges, etc., they're quite niche, they're quite interesting concepts. I guess you probably have to pinch yourself, don't you, knowing that you're going to come and ride in this one, which is probably the preeminent jockeys championship around the world. I mean, Hong Kong's so well respected and so well known, and there are some big names coming.
Yeah, it's definitely sort of top of the list, I guess, but as far as jockey challenges sort of go, and it's an incredible place to visit. Obviously, we watch, a lot of the Hong Kong racing here in Australia. A lot of our horses go there, the same as, when we're sometimes lucky enough to get a horse come here from there as well. So it's we're very sort of, I guess, quite closely connected to the Hong Kong racing scene. So it's, yeah, it definitely seemed like one of the sort of bigger meetings and bigger occasions in regard to these jockey challenges.
And I imagine, Rachel, obviously, just looking at the lineup, Tom Marquand, Holly Doyle, I imagine you might know them relatively well. Who are you looking forward to riding against? There'll be some jockeys amongst them that you probably haven't ridden against before, the likes of Yuga Kawada and perhaps Burazan Mirzabayev as well is a new name for us. So it must be great to be a part of that and the challenge of riding against some of these jockeys as well.
Yeah, it's a great challenge, and like you said, it's just great to be involved with these kind of jockeys. Like a lot of them I have ridden against. I think the only one, probably Mikel Barcelona. I don't think I've ridden against him, and I'm not even going to try and pronounce the German jockey's name. Him as well. The rest of them I think I've ridden against nearly all of them. I was lucky enough to ride in Japan earlier in the year at the Jockey Challenge there. So yeah, I've been able to ride against them probably only once or twice. But I think it's something that's important in a jockey's career. It sort of can, just help sort of further your skills, just learning different riding styles and things like that, and different racetracks. I think you can never stop learning. So to get to ride against these big names is, I think, going to be a real help to me.
You can't wait to see Rachel King in operation here in Hong Kong. The Longines International Jockeys Championship coming up at Happy Valley on Wednesday the 6th of December. Speaking of International Week, well, one of the stars of Hong Kong racing was out at the trials this morning. That was Golden 60. Of course, he's not lining up Paul in the Jockey Club trials this week, but here he was in a trial this morning at Sha Tin.
Yeah, look, he's had plenty of trials. And one thing about him, he's had plenty of work leading into it. A lot of slow work. He was asked to quicken up here, and he showed a really good turn of foot. So it was a nice trial, is what you expected. He'll have a good blowout after that.
He will. Look, I thought it was quite a nice trial, and interestingly enough, his record fresh is unblemished. So when he appears for the first time, he normally goes and wins, and this will be tough though. But he's still got all the class, I think.
Yep, he certainly does. Golden 60 beating the likes of Fun Together, Pulsar Strider Denfield in that trial over 1,200 metres on the all-weather Tuesday morning at Sha Tin. But let's get into our meeting details for Wednesday night's card at Happy Valley. And we've got a 9-race program. On the B course, it is meeting number 19 of 88. And here on Racing to Win, we're previewing race 7, the Tokyo Handicap 1650, it's Class 2. And the final event, the Hanshin Handicap Class 3, over 1,650 metres also. Looking at race 7, and here is the field with Telecom Fighters. Mi Choi taking the claiming rider of Angus Chung aboard. Kifi has been disappointing now in his last 3 starts. Meaningful Star returning to Happy Valley. Helene Fielding's got the cheek pieces going on for the first time. True Legend out of the Cody Mo barn. Further down, you've got Irimo, who's got the pacifiers going on. The blinkers have been removed. Comes to Happy Valley for the first time. Everyone's Delight, Taj Dragon, a last start winner, Zach Purton and Pierre Unga. And then you've got Galaxy, Witness and Hammer-On to round out the field of 10 here over the 1650. Who makes the pace here, Nick?
Telecom Fighters and Meaningful Star are probably two that are more than likely to go forward. The former Telecom Fighters there, he does like to lead, of course, and we know that's he's one sort of real racing style. Meaningful Star, well drawn in 2, so he's on his inside, so I think the pair of them will stride forward. Keithy's an interesting one. He's drawn 6. First go around Happy Valley. Bitterly disappointing in his last few, but he might just be caught a tad wide. True Legend and Irimo in there as well.
Yeah, I thought Irimo will get a nice run. Helene Fielding will get a really good run as well. Galaxy Witness, although he's drawn the inside, he generally gets back. So it's just whether Meaningful Star wants to hand up with Lowell on Meaningful Star and the apprentice here on Telecom Fighters and Angus Chung.
Let's have a look at the first of our replays for this race. It is Taj Dragon, and he was back here on the fence. Now, the form out of this race, Paul, has been good because Super Winner came out and won again at the weekend, and Taj Dragon just cruised into this race very strongly.
Look, he's going so well, this horse Taj Dragon. He's drawn 8, so he might just be a little bit further back than he was in this contest. He comes to Happy Valley under race conditions for the first time. But look, he can only win, and he's going so well, this horse. Very consistent.
He is indeed. And look, he was flagged up by his trainer Pierre Ung as a horse that he really likes, and I think is one to follow. First go around here, he'll be rock hard fit, and he's improving all the while, Tom. Yeah,
there's a report card on screen. He's had the 3 wins from his 10 starts. He's had the 2 starts this season for a win and a second placing. But we can have a look at Pierre Ung, his stats so far. unbelievable on Saturday at Sha-Tin, Nick, where he had 4 winners across the card.
Yeah, look, the horses are flying, and you know, I've spoke to a few of the jockeys that ride for him and sort of asked them what is it, and they just say, look, they're very fit, they're well, and they're winning. So long may it continue.
Yeah, look, he's doing the formula. There's a trainer here years and years ago called Brian Kahn, and he used to get the horses fit, put them on the pace, and they used to win. And these ones are doing exactly that. So Humble Star, he's a big chance. Fortune Warrior, backing Super Commander up. Dragon Star's a big chance with not much pace in the race. Spicy So Smart's a last time winner. Healthy's a last time winner, and he's got Brilliant Way going well.
He certainly does. So he's not, you watch all the track work, Paul, he's not reinventing the wheel, but
no,
he's just adding a new dynamic to some of these horses' training.
Exactly, he's just getting them rock hard fit when they go out. So look, and they seem to be backing up really well.
Yep, they still do, and they seem to be put into the right races, and so they are placed very well. Onto the all-weather we go. We've got Eremo here, Telecom Fighters, everyone's delight. How do you think Eremo is going to handle Happy Valley here, Paul?
I think he'll handle it fine. I mean, he could be the forgotten horse in the race, because we know he's a really good horse on his day. He's a 5-time winner. The blinkers will come off from barrier 3. I think Karras can give him a really nice run, and he might be over Eremo. I think he can sit just behind this strong pace.
Yeah, he's had a run since then as well, but he is interesting going to Happy Valley. Of course, Jury most definitely out with the likes of True Legend. He's been nothing short of terrible in his last few, so massive turnaround in form needed there.
Everyone's delight coming into this with an extra 21 pounds of body weight, the horse himself. Helene Feeling returning to Happy Valley here, Nick. He's got a terrific course and distance record. Danny Shum's tinkered with the gear slightly. The cheek pieces are going on, and this is a horse that he has talked about the 4-year-old series, wasn't disgraced at Sha-Tin last start.
No, not at all. Look, it might not read as glamorous on paper, 8th of 14, but as you say, it was better than that, so go back and have a look at it if you've got chance. But look, course and distance form is good. I thought this trial looked nice. Cheek pieces going up. I can see what he's doing, and Jerry Chow with a couple of pounds off as well.
Yeah, look, I think he's going to be one of the toughest to beat, Helene Feeling. He's went really well at Happy Valley last time when he raced there and won nicely. It was a strong win from him.
Yeah, it definitely was. The trackwork spies have been out, and they've picked out this piece of work here, Paul, of Meaningful Star. He's only a 1-time winner course and distance, but 5 second placings next to his name.
Yeah, look, I just wonder with Telecom Fighters in the race, he's not going to get his own way. He races best when he's in front by himself, so that worries me a bit.
He keeps good company too.
Yeah, he certainly does. He certainly does. So, righto, Paul, good quality race. Only 10 going around, but who are the top 4? I'm
going to take a chance and hopefully we get a double-figure price with Eremo. Coming here for the first time. We've seen these horses that have won on the all-weather can transfer that to Happy Valley. It's taken him a while to get here, but we know he's a good horse and he's a 5-time winner. Helene Feeling, I think, is going to be the toughest to beat, and he likes the Valley. Taj Dragon going there for the first time. And Hamron, I think, will let all his pace go, and he'll just be finishing off strongly at the end. Each way around the 6 for me, 6, 4, 8, 10.
Yeah, going to go the 8 here. Obviously, the Pierre Ong horses are in super form, and that's Taj Dragon, who will have his first go around this track. I don't think it will inconvenience him any, and I've got him on top over Helene Feeling, who I think will run him very close. Galaxy Witness, I couldn't leave him out, but he really does need to find a bit of winning form. He hasn't won now for 17 races, and Eremo goes in for 4th there, 8-4-9-6.
That is a preview of race number 7, the Class 2 over 1,650 metres. Up after the break here on Racing to Win, we preview the final event, a really good quality race to round out the night, Wednesday night at Happy Valley. Racing to Win continues. We're about to preview race number 9, but before we do that, we are going to remind you about the last run reminder, Paul, and they're starting to amass a pretty good record, aren't they?
Yeah, they're going okay at the moment. And, we've got this one here, which is Dragon Star. We're going to have a look at Dragon Star. Now, here he is. He drew wide. So it was a little bit slow, just did a little bit of a bunny hop there at the start. But once he got into stride, you can see him just working a little bit as he got across. And then once he got to the front, they did go slightly faster in this race as well. They're just slightly quicker over the first, there it is, it's up there, 0.27 seconds over the first 850. So you can see him, he took a while to get to the front, but once he did get to the lead, he steadied it up a little bit. But I think a little bit of the work had been done. And look, he was still clear coming down the straight, and a really nice run from him. Look, he's been so consistent this season without winning. He's drawn nicely here in barrier number 4. And Durham Star, the horse that did beat him, was a very well rated horse and ready to win. So there's not much pace in this race. I think he can go the front, and if he can dictate, he can win.
So you'd say from barrier 4, he's not going to do as much work this time?
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah,
so that
straight to the front.
Dragon Star coming up on the Wednesday night card at Happy Valley. Let's have a look at race number 9 on the program, and it is the Hanshin Handicap Class 3, 1650 to round out the night at 10 minutes to 11 o'clock. Splendid Living's won 3 of his last 5. He's in terrific form for Ricky Yu and Lyle Hewitson. Further down, you've got Winning Dragon, who's been consistent. Escape Route is £7 better off for that 2 3/4 beating by Chilchibi last time out. Romantic Lao, 6th generation. Chilchibi returned a winner going back to the 1st of November. Brilliant Ways enjoyed his time at Happy Valley so far. Viva Hunter. Karma comes to Happy Valley for the first time. Star Contact Thesis ran well out of the new stable of Frankie Law last time out. And at the bottom, you've got Lucky Gold. He's actually put on £29. Andrea Anzini and Francis Loy. Splendid Living can lead this race, Nick, but is there going to be some other competition? Maybe can they get across with Brilliant Way?
Possibly. I think they'll want to try and be positive on him, but as you say, drawn 12. But last time he did lead, and he ran a nice second to Splendid Living. So on different terms this time in, and Splendid Living certainly can go forward, but he can take a sit. So if he wants to go forward Brilliant Way, they might well just try and lead. Winning Dragon won't be too far away. Viva Hunter is another horse who has been effective off the front and has drawn well, so it could be a decent bit of pace there, Paul.
Yeah, I think Romantic Lao will get a nice run as well from the inside draw. And Thesis went really well for his first run with a new stable. I think he can slot in nicely.
Well, as I touched on from the top, Splendid Living has been in terrific form out of the Ricky Yu stable. He's won 3 of his last 5. Very, very consistent galloper. Carries top weight, and Lyle Hewitson takes the ride.
Well, Splendid Living was a willing partner for you last time out. If there was ever an honest horse on Wednesday's card, or an extremely honest one, it's probably him, isn't it?
Yeah, he's very, very genuine, solid horse, and every time he goes to races, he puts up a good performance. And it's nice that he continued that consistency through Class 4 and then 1 up in Class 3 and has maintained that. So, of course, the task always gets harder when you're winning. Now he's got to carry the top weight in this division, but you never discount a horse like him.
Yeah, career high mark, as you say now, off of 79. He's drawn 9, so given his running style, it put you out a few gates. I mean, it's probably going to make it a little bit tougher, isn't it?
Yeah, naturally it will be, but like you say, he does go forward, and that same horse with a lot of gate speed is in the race on our outside again. So we just look to break really clean and progress forward. Would be very happy to dictate, and if not, we could sit second. But yeah, like you say, it's all about him, his demeanour and rhythm in the run, and we expect him to go good again.
Just on the style of the win last time out, I mean, obviously the margin of victory wasn't overly great, a length and a quarter, but it did look like he maybe still had a little bit more to come. Yeah,
it was really, really impressive, and naturally would have thought it wouldn't have suited his running style, but I think the fact that that horse got in front, and even though that first section was slow, I sort of was just off him a length and a half, and we gradually progressed in the race and got stronger and stronger, which suited his pattern really well. So he was able to kick strongly, and it was nice when the challenge came again. He found a little bit more, so he should be able to carry the weight. And like I said, he's just very, very genuine, very honest horse.
I'm sure you, Ricky, you and the Wongs who own him would have been pleased to have seen Lean Hero when he was 3rd behind him, so form's looking strong as well. Yeah, form's looking good. We do have healthy respect for 1 or 2 others in the race, notably the last start winner that I was aboard, but yeah, we'll go out fighting. Just with that, do you see him as probably the biggest danger? I mean, obviously you know quite a bit about him, Chilchibi, the horse in question. I mean, he looks like he might be a very upwardly mobile horse. Yeah, you would expect so. The manner in which he won, the fact that he had come off a break and would strip a bit fitter again. So yeah, I think that he would have to be one to take note of, and we'll be doing our best to finish in front of him.
He's a 4-time winner now, is Splendid Living, of course, formerly known as Bill the Butcher when he raced overseas prior to arriving here in Hong Kong. A few more main players in the final event. First of all, we're looking at Chilchibi here, Paul, and Escape Route covering a fair bit of ground around the outside, but he definitely got situation to suit. He'd take nothing away from Danny Shum's trading performance, but they ran a whole second inside standard for the first section, another half a second inside standard the second section. Yeah,
they did. So he did have the race run to suit, but look, he's a progressive horse. He's had the 3 starts and he's ran second, and then he's come out and won his next 2. So you can't really knock his form. Although Escape Route went the wide route as well, so it wasn't a bad run from him. But I just think Chilchibi, there was a little bit about that win. I know he had to suit. I think he'd be a little bit closer in the run this time as well.
Yeah, look, I think he's a very nice horse, and I think he's still got rating points in hand, even though they put him up 9. And There's a look at his CV on screen. It's looking impressive, Tom, at a very early stage of his career.
Yeah, definitely is. He's only a lightly tried 4-year-old by rote is Chibi. On we go to Thesis now. He hasn't been in the Frankie Law stable for too long. This has been his only run with Frankie. Romantic Lau in this race, Viva Hunter and Escape Route again. I think Thesis definitely, Nick, is a winner waiting to happen.
Yeah, most definitely. Look, obviously famous for a victory at the Royal Meeting. Obviously brought out of there to come here, and he's taken time, I think it's fair to say, but maybe he's a Happy Valley horse because this is his only run around the tight turns, and he's run really well. Of the others, Romantic Lau's doing nothing wrong. I mean, his form's been good and very respectable and should go well again.
Yeah, I liked him this night, and he got me out of my seat halfway down the straight. I thought he was.
Takes a bit of doing. That takes a good one.
I thought he was going to win, so it was a good run. So with a nice lightweight and a good draw, I'm going to stick with him.
And when Paul gets out of the seat, he normally shakes you as well. You've got to go visit the chiropractor afterwards as well. Having a look here at a trial now with Karma, and this was him at the Shah Tin on the All-Weather here. 45 days since he won, Paul, coming into this with one Happy Valley trial under his belt. He's won 2 of his last 3 now.
He's going well, this horse. He's a nice horse, Karma. It's just how he handles the race day. He's drawn 8, so I think he's going to have to go back. But look, he comes in with a lightweight, and he is progressive.
He is indeed, yeah. First go here, obviously he's doing little wrong, and well, there he is in his trial. I thought he worked through the line quite well, so you'll know he's won if he does, because the Melwanis will be excited.
Yes, they certainly will be. Can we make a case at all for Star Contact, Nick, out of barrier 10? Trial was okay. He's been there or thereabouts recently without hitting the winner's frame.
Yeah, 2-time course and distance winner. I mean, off a mark here of 66. The handicapper has relented a little bit. He's dropped him a pound, but I do like others.
Yeah, look, I just wondered from that wide draw, if Brilliant Way gets across, it's going to leave him stranded 3 wide, I thought.
Yep, and it is David Hayes with Karis Teaton from that draw of 10. Tips for the last, Paul?
Yeah, going to go with Thesis. I was with him last time. I'm going to stick with Thesis. He's on top to beat Chibi. A Splendid Living, we heard from Lyle there, and Romantic Lau from the inside draw. So 11, 6, 1 and 4 for me.
Yeah, gone the 6 here. I think this is a very nice horse, and I think he's still got a bit more to offer. Chibi, so he'll go on top. Romantic Lau in for second, doing little wrong. Karma, nice horse this. First go around the valley is interesting. And Splendid Living, career high mark, but he's in very good form. 6-4, 9-1.
Don't forget, on the website hkjc.com, under audio and video, you can find a preview for each and every race at Happy Valley Wednesday night, hkjc.com. But we've come to that time of the show, Paul. We need your best value and play, please.
Champion Instinct's going to be my best. A really good run from a wide draw last time behind a nice horse and winning data. I think he can go on with it here. Let's have a look at that run. He got a little bit further back than he would like. I think he'd be a little bit closer from barrier number 5. He had that wide draw. He was wide early in the race, but he did manage to get 2 in. And I just like the way he really stretched out here, Champion Instinct. So coming here to Happy Valley for the first time, he's a winner waiting to happen, I thought. So I thought he's the best, number 8. And it's the long shot. We'll do it Eremo. Eremo's going to get a perfect run, I think, from barrier number 3. And hopefully he's an overlooked horse. And we'll do the play earlier on in race number 2 with Harmony Blessed, Humble Star, and the other one there.
Yeah, best bet for me, race 3, number 11, Dragon Star. There'll be not too much pace in this race, and here's a horse who likes to lead. Here he is highlighted. This was run a couple of starts ago, and I think Pierre Runga's found a lovely race for him here. He might get left alone, well, hopefully he gets left alone on the front end, and I think it'd be too good. That horse finishing ahead of him is Lean Hero. He's pretty smart around the valley as well, so like Dragon Star there. And the long shot, race 8, number 7, Game Player Game Player Elite, I should say. He can go well at a price, and the play, race 6, 136.
Best for me comes up in the 7th race. Helene Feeling coming back to Happy Valley. Danny Shum and Jerry Chow combining there. Valley with Travel Golf, who just got completely knocked over in the straight last time out. Brenton Abdallah, Dennis Ship, and the play with Romantic Lau, Chibi, and Thesis in the last 4, 6 and 11. Having a look at what we've got coming up in the next few days here in Hong Kong. Of course, a big day coming up on Sunday at Sha Tin. We've got 11 races, and it is the Jockey Club trial days. Then we're back at Happy Valley for the 22nd of November there. But thoroughly looking forward to Wednesday night. Nick, a good card of racing coming up.
Yeah, it certainly is, and obviously all come to the boil nicely now.
Yeah, it's going well, and then all the good horses will be stepping out on Sunday, so should be a good week.
Yep, certainly should be. We look forward to your company for race number 1, Happy Valley, 6:40 Wednesday night.